What's up, y'all? You know what time it is? It's about to be that time.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You just took a bite out of an emperor of the sea. Is there a single thing left in the world for you to be scared of?
Nope.
And we're back. One Piece. 1026 is out. And what a chapter it is. Monkey D. Luffy has done what has been foreshadowed since chapter 434 when Shanks and Whitebeard clashed. And then later on in 951 when Kaido and Big Mom clashed. And then, of course, later on in the Oden flashback when Roger and Whitebeard clashed. The skies opened up. Now, this has been in the community a measure of power, right? You guys know I'm not a power scaler, okay? I just talk about what the narrative gives me, okay? Because at the end of the day, power doesn't matter. Oda introduced us to Doriki, right? During Eni's lobby, but then threw it out. It was like, you know what? This is too muddied. There is no real power system in One Piece. It's just whose will is stronger, right? But there has actually been one measure of power, and that has been that these monster characters were able to split the skies. So, with that being said, Luffy's done it. Now, you know, of course, I could get in and I can analyze that when
Kaido and Big Mom split the skies in 951, it was sort of an even line in the sky. But then, you know, here it's sort of skewed. It's, you know, there's a little bit, hanging off of the other side. Maybe a deliberate choice by Oda to show that Kaido is still stronger.
Maybe. But, you know, not going to spend too much time on that. My favorite thing about this chapter is probably the title, right? Turning Point. Okay, this is the first chapter of volume 102. Okay, so, you know, we've completed the 99, 100, 101 triple volumes that connect. And the first chapter after that, Oda's calling it the Turning Point. All right, or Tenozan, which is a term used in Go, which of course we know looking at what's happening, with CP0, they're playing Go. So Oda's like really toying with a lot of things here. But there's actually multiple turning points here, just like when we had the chapter that was like, you know, that was called Spitting Image, right? Or Two Peas in a Pod. You know, in the text it was referring to Zoro and Ushimaru. But beyond that, it really could have applied to many different things going on in that chapter. So here, this is like a turning point for the series on a like macro level, because Luffy is now proving that he is at the cusp of emperorship, right? The thing that Big News Morgan spoiled us on all the way back in 903 by crowning him the 5th emperor. Now, the official translated the chapter as the pivotal clash, which I feel only hyper-focuses on the Luffy and Kaido moment splitting the skies. But there are so many little turning points, Tenozans, and clashes throughout that we're going with the scan translation for the chapter title. Now, the reason why I say that this is a turning point for the entire series is by Luffy splitting the skies. It means that Oda is telling us that Luffy is ready, or at least on the cusp, of taking on threats as large as Kaido and beyond. Beyond that, there are some micro turning points. Obviously, the sky splits open and allows Nekomamushi and Inuarashi to finish their fights.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Savage.
I did it, guys. That was hard to do. All right? Pair of sparrows eating grass. But so is Jack. Jack proves himself to be one of the most disappointing characters in the series. I played myself because I said that Jack was going to kill Inuarashi.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I still feel that Inuarashi should die. I don't know how it's going to happen now, but hey. Missed opportunity, I think, if Oda does not kill one of them. And adding that drama, of Nekomamashi having to, now take over both the day and the night, and being the ruler of the night, taking on that dawn, taking on that morning, and all of that. And double entendre with the morning of Inuarashi. Oh, look at all the wordplay. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's a micro turning point for the citizens of Wano. Because as they're having the festival, now Onigashima is looming, right? Which is something that we've been waiting for them to notice. And that's coming soon. We see the shadow of it looming. Really love the panel and the shot of just the overhead thing with the lanterns and all that. Great framing. Great stuff from Oda. But the biggest turning point, beyond, the biggest turning point is the Luffy splitting the sky thing. But beyond that, the biggest turning point is Momonosuke. Okay, and I think that that's what Oda spent a lot of focus on this chapter, was getting Momonosuke over that hill, over his fears, okay? Giving him a place to fight them, all right? My favorite line in the chapter is Luffy saying, you just bit one of the 4 emperors. Does anything else seem scary to you now? And no. Same logic should apply to the Lord of the Coast, right? He bit the arm off of one of the 4 emperors. What made him scared of Shanks? Why did he go away?
Savage.
Why did he get lost? But Shanks, you only became an emperor 6 years ago. Nah, don't ruin the joke, Luffy. Come on. But this is the same line of thinking that Momonosuke is going to be able to use when he goes underneath Onigashima and holds it up, protecting the Wano citizens, which I still feel is coming soon. Another turning point that could be revealed later on, right, tinfoil hat on, is that Momonosuke used Bite, right? It seemed like it was not very effective, but I'm willing to bet that it was actually super effective, and that it will be the turning point in the fight against Kaido. The fact that he's going to have all of these little piercings in his hard shell, which has been built up since we've been introduced to the character. Even Luffy, when he was training in Udon, he needed to be able to get through that shell. But now, having Momonosuke's teeth go through, and having it be Luffy's idea, you need to bite him. Because if you bite him, then I can actually, really get in there. This is how Luffy's going to beat Kaido. Those bites. So it's going to be almost as if Momonosuke is doing it. He's helping, right? He's going to be an integral part of this, having done that bite. So I like that, and I hope that that's actually what, plays in later on. We see Kaido and he's like, he's reeling from that, or we see Luffy actually really get in there. So that's going to be fun. Onigashima, the skull is starting to crack. I think it's going to break and they're going to fall down into the live floor, and then chaos is going to ensue all throughout there as well. We get a glimpse of Orochi at the end of the chapter, okay? And we started the chapter with Hitetsu, aka Sukiyaki. Hitetsu was thinking about Tama, right? So, tinfoil hat, maybe this is the turning point for my Kurozumi Tama theory as well. Starting with Tama, ending with Orochi. The parallels. Ah, yes. Agenda. We need to see how Orochi's plan is going to shape up, right? We know that he's a schemer. We know that he had some sort of a plan. And that involved the fires that we are seeing going all around Onigashima. A lot of the characters throughout have been dealing with these fires, and that's part of Orochi's plan. Now, we knew he wasn't dead. I'm not even going to spend a lot of time on that. We didn't spend a lot of time on it when he, got attacked by the scabbards again. It if anybody is upset about this, get over it. It has to do with the folklore, okay? And it also has to do with the narrative, okay? Yes, when the Scabbards attacked Orochi, they had, emphasis and all of that. It had it ended there, and it was really a big to-do, and it was like the end of the chapter, then it would have been like, okay, yeah, Orochi's gone. That wasn't the case, okay? The people that need to kill Orochi are either Zoro, because he said that he wanted to do it, Hiyori, with training from Denjiro and Ami no Habakiri and all of that, or Momonosuke, also with Ami no Habakiri. If any of those three do it, then I'll say Orochi's dead. We know that Orochi's tied to CP0, so maybe he'll run into them, maybe he'll ask them for help, maybe they'll help him, maybe they'll deny him. Who knows? It depends on where the relationship is now and with the hierarchy with Kaido and how that's all been muddied now. Either way, showing us Orochi tells me that probably in the next chapter we could see who that storeroom silhouette is. All right, I know we thought it was going to happen a few chapters ago, but I think if Oda is going to do it, now is the perfect time. Now is the perfect time to reveal that being either Hiyori or Toki. I've been leaning more towards Hiyori these days. If it's Toki, whoa, we're going to have a whole bunch of theory videos all over the place. We need to see where Denjiro is. It's good that the Parasparrow and Jack fights are over, although, it's like Jack was so built up. He was the first Billionberry bounty. He was, he was so damaging in the Zoe flashback. He's part fishman. Sure, he went up against a whole bunch of minks on the top of Onigashima on the rooftop, and he held his own. It just seems kind of anticlimactic. But the thing is that, the story isn't about Jack. It's not about Inuarashi. It's about, the main characters. These are side characters. But at the same time, Oda, you really built up Jack. Similar to how, like, Kanjuro. If Kanjuro never killed Kiku and Ashura Doji, Kanjuro would be a chump. And we'd be sitting here saying, what, Oda? What was the point of the twist, right? Having Kanjuro kill those characters made him one of the most fearsome villains in the series. Now, Oda has done wonders with Parasparrow, right? Parasparrow has always looked very good, okay? But Jack? Oda just kept, just dunking on this guy. So, all right, it's over and done with. We're moving on. The next fight to finish up is Raizo versus Fukurokuju. As far as the hierarchy, it's like, all right, now Raizo versus Fukurokuju, Killer versus Hawkins, then realistically, Sanji and Zoro's fights, then this Big Mom stuff. But the Big Mom stuff is kind of tied with Killer and Hawkins, because I feel like Law's got to get involved with that fight, and Kid is also obviously dragged into that. So if they find a way to get Big Mom out of the way, but not actually defeating her, I think that that's something that could happen. Oda's probably going to push Big Mom to the side like he normally does, and then she'll come back later, like after Kaido's defeated or something. So that does it. Solid chapter, definitely a turning point. Things are going to kick up from here. It does not seem like this raid will fail. And maybe it should, but at the same time, like I always say, they can win the raid. They can beat Kaido and still fail. CP0 can come in like Kuma did. Big Mom can come in like Kuma did at the end of Thriller Bark, and things can go bad for everybody. But Wano can be saved. It's a real possibility. All right? And with the extreme affirmations of Luffy saying, I will definitely beat Kaido, calling this chapter a turning point, Oda's saying, yes, the raid will succeed. Okay? Really, he told us the other chapter, with Nekomamushi's line, that Pedro's sacrifice is what sealed the deal for the, the whole raid winning anyway. So I want to shout out our new members, Sensei and Rob Volk. Thank you for joining. And thank you to everybody who has, continued membership. I think that new thing in the streams is pretty cool. That lets you see how long someone's been a member. It's crazy to think that we've you know, we got members that have been around for 5 months now and stuff. That's wild. So thank you so much, guys. Your continued support is awesome. We still have the store open. I'm going to be putting some new items in there very soon, and we have a lot of stuff planned for this month. Okay, I've got a Blackbeard video that's going to come out this week for sure. I'm working on, you know, a bunch of other things. Chrissy is going to start her channel soon. Okay, so shout out to Chrissy. Once that is, you know, going and she's got her videos up, you know, I'll do a big shout out for that. She's going to do her Hunter x Hunter watch through reviews that everybody in the streams has been asking for, so that's going to be a lot of fun. She's starting Heaven's Arena. We already recorded the video for you know, the first 2 arcs, and I mean, would you consider the Zoldyck family arc an arc? It's kind of like a mini arc, I guess. Yeah. I want to thank everybody that came to the certified drip stream with my cousin Eddie Heartthrob. That was a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to be cutting together a edit of some of the best moments of that. And I was actually hanging out with Eddie this past weekend, and while I was there, he made a Heat on Feet theme song. So get ready for that. That's coming real soon. He made sure to wear his apron through the entire process. He refused to do without it, and I respect that commitment. So that's fun. All right, so I'll see everybody real soon, 10/27, you know, this Friday, and I'm excited. Thanks, everybody. Later.
I've been swimming deep, deep. Savage.